All right, ladies and gentlemen, speaking of Father's Day, I was watching Ricky Martin and he was talking about the Barbara Walters interview that violated him very much so, and he was like very upset with it, and he was like it violated him. He felt like she was violated. He starts the interview off by saying that he just goes on there, and Barbara Walters is just like, do the rumors hurt? Like being that he's everyone's saying that he's gay and just those rumors and just the way her tone of voice was, it was almost like she was like hunting for the answer she wanted. And at one point Ricky Martin was saying that it was obviously violation and it was horrible and she was really cutting, very cutthroat and just very angry and all that, and just it was the worst interview ever. But then he's like, why didn't I just say yes? Because he still left it ambiguous at that time. He's like, why didn't I just say yes? And then he's also like, why didn't I just, say yes? And then he said, why didn't I, and then he's like, that's what everybody was doing at the time, right? Like, if you were someone that had questionable behavior, questionable meaning gay sex or straight sex or whatever, and and I don't think it's questionable, I think it's very positive, very positive. I'm very supportive of it. Gays, lesbians, transgendered, whatever. But it was like if there were rumors about it and people were saying it and your sexuality was something that was kind of like not as clear cut as someone else's. Maybe someone else is very straight or very, then people would ask, right? In Hollywood, that was a common thing. Like Barbara Walters did what everybody would have done at that time. If you're an interviewer at that time, you're gonna ask because that's what people want to know, and people are wanting to find out, and they're not going to have an interviewer that doesn't ask because those interviewers would not be hired, right? Like Barbara Walters asked because she was a famous interviewer, right? Those interviewers get the hard questions, they ask the hard questions, they do the hard things that people wouldn't ask because they're the brave ones and they want the ratings. So anyway, he was like, in hindsight, I should have just said yes at the time and not really worried about it. He does realize that that's what the interviewers were like at the time. They're not gonna beat around the bush. They want to know, and they want the ratings. So Ricky Martin is very positive. I'm bisexual. I mean, I'm not worried about saying it. I'm bisexual. To me, it's not a big deal. But I just think it's like really kind of like it's really kind of like great to see Ricky Martin really positive about it because he could easily be upset, but I mean like lately there are some people that are coming out like crazy, and I mean yes, it's not like the perfect world or whatever. It's not like everybody's coming out, but I mean people that are huge are coming out now, and people that are actually huge that are not coming out are actually gay and lesbian and bisexual and trans and wanting sex changes. So there are people that are not saying it and that are truly are wanting those things. So you know, it's like um, it's like at some point we have to realize that people are not saying it. So if you are saying it good, then people will know, and then that'll lead other people to say it. But even like someone like Tom Cruise, I mean, for all we know, he's gay, bisexual, whatever. We don't know, right? People could be gay. We don't know. People could be bi. Nicole Kidman, who knows? I mean, I'm pretty sure she's straight, but who knows, right? You never know, right? So, and Lady Gaga, like we don't know, right? Lady Gaga might be gay, right? So, so it's just something that you have to be happy living with your own life and being with the dating who you date and who you find, and that's all there is to it. And it shouldn't really matter as a celebrity whether you're out or not, but they're the ones that speak out for everyone. So if you are out as a celebrity, like if you are Tom Cruise and you're gay, it would be awesome if he would say something because then everybody would be like, oh, it's not a big deal. But I mean, with Ricky Martin being out, I mean, it really isn't a big deal. I mean, and Colton from Colton from The Bachelor. I mean, there's so many guys that are out. There's a rugby play. You know, there's so many guys, and I don't even watch like that much about that. If I watch more about that, I'd see a lot more that are out guys and out of girls, and you know. Oh, Elliot Page is the girl that had the sex change. So I'm like, Elliot Page was a beautiful girl, very no, very popular for her looks, and is transgender. You know, it's really a non-binary Demi Lovato. You know, it's like getting very common now. Anyway, I'm bi. I'm married, but I'm bi. So, and if you are wanting to date me, please send me an email, mdiccurzio@hotmail.com, or mauricio.decurzio on my Instagram, and let me know. Or if you want to do a collab on any of my platforms, I do more than one platform. I do a lot. I do 10. So if you want to date me, uh, anything like that, let me know. No question is off limits. Please ask if you have, and then send a video and send a picture because I do want to see what you're like. I'm not gonna just date a random stranger. All right, thank you. Okay, bye.